Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the Association mode in Nba2K14. I don't know what episode this is, but I'm recording a lot right now of this. Basically, we got Derrick Rose last episode, so we're going to use him today. Memphis Grizzlies were 2-7, and now I'm looking at them, they're 5-7, so, you know, three-game win streak. And so that's, you know, something we can just be like, yeah, we're bringing you down, you're not going to have a 4-game win streak. So apparently we still have Chris Paul. Okay, let's go trade him because, you know, kind of traded him last game or last whatever. Wait. All right, Chris Paul trade. Like I said, I don't like to be biased about my opinions. Like, I'll be honest. The Spurs, not my favorite team, one of my least favorite, but I still chose them just because I'm not being biased, and you know, this is a video game, so I can just choose people differently each time. So I don't know. Now I wonder if we're still 1-1-1 or we've dropped down a little bit. Let's check. We're third defense, first offense, and first overall. So we guess our defense went down. Thanks, Derrick Rose. They got Kevin Love and these people. They got the fourth defense, so that'll be interesting. All right, we're gonna be running Derrick Rose, Danny Granger. We're gonna be running Wilson Chandler, and Greg Oden and DeAndre Jordan. Josh Smith is there. He's there. He's there and there and there and there and there. All right, there we go. Got the lineups lined up. Even though Josh Smith doesn't play a lot, they got highlights of him dunking. All right, here we go.
Night and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
I can't believe Kevin Love's the center. Makes sense, but he's just a good shooter for center.
Starting lineups.
Alright, now we got a taller point guard, so I guess that's something. And of course, to make a three in our face right away.
He's one of the league's premier clutch performers, you know, with some unbelievable
15,
plays
that's
down
weird.
the stretch of tight ball game.
I guess Danny Granger is 1, so you can't really have him be 1. I missed a late start. Great job, Greg. It's a great start. We're playing another away game. We play away games all the time. They're harder to win, so let's be honest. I hope we can have a good game this game. Wow.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, you know, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out
Well,
too
yeah,
late,
we do. We can't just play every game on the road.
Was
Swear to God.
a miss because they had no energy. Well, for Kevin Love, guys, last season, in my mind, the most trying of his career. I mean, he broke his hand going into the season, came back, and then broke it again.
So much. You got to find a player who can do good.
Only 18 games for the season and never really found the rhythm at all.
Now Evans. Wilson Chandler missing from long range.
Oh,
nice shot by Evans.
Dropped that one in as soft as
Defense
a
isn't doing
feather,
too good. I don't know. Maybe
roll.
Derrick Rose wasn't the piece we're trying to find. Maybe we could just keep Chris Paul, but we'll see.
Here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Chandler's shot good. And Kevin Love, known for his great dedication to training in the offseason. He actually broke his hand doing knuckle push-ups. I remember reading this story so clearly with that training staff.
Yeah, he was doing it with the staff at the time. And maybe they take those out of the regimen. I mean, come on.
That's right.
Broke his hand during
first 130 gone
knuckle
here
push-ups.
In the first quarter.
That doesn't really sound like it's good for your hands.
Evans goes in.
Oh.
And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, there we go. Personal foul finally on our team.
That's his first foul. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs.
I might try to get Damian Lillard after this, just because.
Celtics. And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was
I think maybe Damian Lillard might be a better piece than Derrick Rose. We'll see.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got. Well, I think this is one of the more amazing stats in sports when you think about it. No matter the season or the roster, the Spurs just seem to find ways.
So a third team foul already. Holy crap.
Games. They've done it 14 straight seasons now, which is off the charts.
And Clark, as you said, the Spurs last season hitting 50 wins for the 14th consecutive season. By the way, that's an NBA record. Second closest were the Lakers with 12 straight, Steve, from 79 to 91.
Yeah, 58 wins last season for San Antonio. Greg Popovich calls it corporate knowledge, just the consistency that comes with the experience of the group. And they've been together so long, particularly that core.
Derrick Rose has been doing too well.
Allows the Spurs to really kind of cruise.
Wilson Chandler's been doing pretty good this game, though.
Well, this is how you
maybe he stepped up because he knows they lost Chris Paul.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on the ball.
I can always get Chris Paul back, but I don't know. I think if Damian Lillard doesn't work out, we'll get Chris Paul back.
It was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
We just can't foul, though. That's the thing. So we might have to lack on our defense.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against Golden State.
It seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game, Kevin. Their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
Now here's Sessions, averaging 8 points a game. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Rose kicks to Granger. The pass to Chandler. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach of the Grizzlies. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
And thanks for that
great
story,
miss.
Now
terrible shot.
Following the miss by Derrick Rose.
I think he's way overrated. Derrick Rose, people think he's good, and he is. I guess he is good, but I don't know. He's kind of overrated to me.
Another basket.
Not just because he gets fouled all the time, but
tremendous first quarter shooting
fouled, injured all the time. But
yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in. Shannon Brown got a chance to find consistent playing time last season, and I thought he had one of his best seasons to date. Did a good job of attacking more instead of settling for the 3 all the time, and got some extra trips to the foul line as a result.
On the wing, Brown can't connect from short range.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count.
A shooting foul and a goaltending. And the thing is, I don't even have goaltending on, so there we go.
Differently. They'll count the basket.
Can you hear the crowd kind of murmuring? I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
Steve, I tell you what, they're really letting them have it.
So timeout called here. The first for
Memphis. I don't know. I feel like we should just trade Derrick Rose for Damian Lillard.
Yeah,
and then most likely we gotta trade
He's got those huge
Chris
hands.
Paul
We've
back.
seen how good he is finishing in transition. But as his handles have improved, his overall game has expanded as well.
And Sessions kicks to Brown. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Good block. We can't get any more fouls, so we got to make sure we don't get more blocks. Or we don't, I don't know.
Rose passes to Granger, and they take the lead.
All right.
Granger's got 5
Derrick Rose
points
isn't really
so
a shooter.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest seemed easy.
And Sessions kicks to Evans. Fires from 14. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
At least when it's not. At least it's not like we're not scoring
his
though.
Ability to finish.
It's like I hate having really low scoring quarters.
He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
Something else he has on his resume are his ball skills.
Missing A's and A+ isn't excellent.
I mean,
doesn't make any sense to me.
He was born with a basketball in his hands. It looks like it's part of his body.
Now Sessions, following the miss by Granger from deep. They get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Derrick Rose is honestly disappointing me.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out.
Memphis, we're facing the 2 worst teams in each conference the past 2 games.
A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And of course, Memphis 5.5 games
Wilson
behind.
Chandler going in this game.
Memphis, they've gotten off to a kind of start that you wouldn't have been able to imagine.
At least they know now that Wilson Chandler can be a leader if they need a leader.
Anticipated.
Because Derrick Rose doesn't seem to be leading the team right now.
Most people thought this team would be pretty good, and yet everything's gone wrong for them to this point in the season, and they better be careful. I mean, this season could really fall apart for them. Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to.
That was a really bad pass by me. That wasn't Derrick Rose's fault.
I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Evans dishes to Sessions. Knocked loose. Chandler with the steal. Leads him in there. And the dunk by Rose.
That was a great play.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run out, Steve. That's perfection to me.
Here's Brown. Here's Sessions. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Both teams
All right, great job.
Here early.
We're winning right now.
Close through the first quarter.
Wilson Chandler's definitely hitting shots and getting rebounds and assists and stuff, so that's good. Nice little
Neither
view of
team able to
cheerleaders.
build much of a lead up to this point as we
Cheerleaders.
start
Said
the
that
second
weird. It's like
quarter.
cheerleaders.
And
All
let's
right.
get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so
Okay,
far
that's weird.
tonight, too.
We've got Kevin Love. Sessions out there with Tyreek Evans. Then it's Dang. And it's Fareed in at the 4 spot. That's the group of Memphis to kick off the second
And we
quarter.
need to hit another 3.
That's like
Now
a
we're up by
layup for
6.
him. He's just wide open out there.
The Grizzlies trail by 6.
Strange to see that a team that appeared to be in such strong position changed up so much last year. And the Grizzlies did that. They traded away Rudy Gay, and they also changed their offensive scheme to more of a pick-and-roll approach.
Now here's Rose. After the miss by Luol Deng.
Okay, missing another
Second
shot. Good job.
opportunity. And Chandler with the nice bucket inside.
Nice rebound and layup.
Chandler's got 10 points.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, for Dave Yeager, the new Grizzlies
Oh,
head
stuffed.
coach, 6 seasons with them as an assistant. Before that, he won 5 titles coaching in the minor leagues. Yeager said, quote, "This
Now we're
is
up by
a
10.
blue-collar town, and I'm a blue-collar guy. I came up the hard way. I came up through the minor leagues. This is something I've been preparing for a long time."
It's probably
Guys,
smart
he
to call
says he
timeout
knows
here.
how to win. We'll see how he does.
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly
All
served
right.
him well.
Let's like sustain this lead. We're on a 7-0 run right now.
Here's Sessions.
That's his second personal
course it was a
foul.
foul,
he
if
gets
anything.
another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. Danny Granger on top. Tyreek Evans is second.
And this set of guys can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with
All right,
their
why is everything going
offense.
slow?
And that damage isn't just limited to one part of the court.
Yeah, you kicked that one right between the uprights, Steve. As small forwards, they're called on to cover a lot of distance at the defensive end. A lot of ground they need to cover. Those steals have come from everywhere.
That one misses.
And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs
Come on,
last
Derrick
year.
Rose, gotta make a shot,
in the
do something.
postseason, you know, swept the Lakers,
Oh, okay.
survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, we're seconds away from another championship banner.
Now here's Sessions following the miss by Derrick Rose. Evans passes to Sessions. Shot clock at 6. Evans tries again. And
Oh, stuff.
Odin sends it back. Here's Granger. Goes back up. And a foul.
Ah,
call
yeah,
on the
shooting
shot.
fouls,
Got him
I
on
thought.
the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Jordan is a highlight machine,
I knew he was gonna miss
particularly on
that.
offensive rebounds or catching lobs from teammates. He's just so athletic for a 7-footer that it
Up by
seems
10
like his
again.
head gets up near the rim when he's dunking the ball.
Oh, yeah, you just love it. His ability to rise up into plays on defense, too. Players will try and float shots over him, but he's so explosive rising up that he just goes up and swats it away like it's nothing at all. Well, getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs, Clark. Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, you know, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
Smith for three. The rebound by Oden. Oden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jordan kicks to Rose. Leaps for it.
Of course,
and it's
he lost it. All right, let's look at Derrick Rose. 4 points, 0 rebounds. He got 5 assists, but he's 2 for 6. Can't make shots. And so, yeah,
the Grizzlies will
terrible.
take
A moment here to take a look at some of the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. 3rd in blocks, 4th in rebounding. And his field goal percentage has been off the charts. He's in the top 5 in the NBA in terms of shooting accuracy.
And you address this spot as one of the leaders in average blocks per game, Steve. And I tell you what, that makes a huge difference on the team's defense. When you got a shot blocker in there, it can change things for you.
Boom.
Boy, I love it.
We're playing the 2 worst teams in a row, so it's like we shouldn't be having too much of a close game like other games.
Power on the dunk.
And you know this is not as hard as a team. Derrick Rose can't rise to the challenge.
And then failing to get back in transition.
Smith dishes to Dang. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
When Derrick Rose came into the league, he was mostly viewed as just
last
a scoring
season, no
point
stats
guard.
didn't play yet.
He's done a nice job of finding ways to boost his assist totals and be more of a playmaker for his teammates. And he's done that each year he's been in the league. Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because
wide
there was
open.
some miscommunication there.
Oh
They
my
left
God,
him
he got
wide
stuffed.
open.
And Chandler, here we go. Gets it
And
to go.
one.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Got the thing, too.
Grizzlies making a
15
switch
points,
here.
3 rebounds,
Rush
6
is
of 8.
checked
Good
in.
job.
Well, Clark, you
Not
mentioned
job. I was
those
going to say
assist totals have
great
climbed
job,
pretty
and then I
steadily
added
over the years.
good job and
Steve,
great
I know
job.
you
So, you know.
appreciate that. With all that he can do, he's always looking for others.
Man, I think that's what makes him so dangerous offensively because he can create his own shot or
Our defense,
for
I think,
his
is still number
teammates.
1, to be honest.
He may not be just a pure point guard, but it's not because of a lack
There
of
we go.
passing ability. He's a modern-day point guard who can do anything.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now, the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. Number 1, the Spurs.
Yeah,
Kevin, if there's any
84.6
stat
points
you
per
want to lead the
game.
league in,
What
it
up?
would certainly be scoring the most points. They've been remarkable in the numbers they've put up as a team all season long. It's a reflection of their strength. They're balanced and they're explosive.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And a quick look now at how San Antonio's schedule is shaping up. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Tell you what, there'll be a lot of focus on that Oklahoma City contest.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the second quarter. And so
All right. We're on a 17-5 run right now,
Aaron's a
to be
trip
honest.
to the
So.
line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Another season and another drop in the numbers from Tyreke Evans, including his minutes. But if you look at his percentages, it was the most efficient scoring of his career so far. A lot has been said about him slumping since his historic 25-5 rookie season, but fans should be encouraged by how he played.
And for Tyreke Evans, a player who's had the ball in his hands his whole life, it's had to, be a tough adjustment, learning to play off the ball.
Yeah, I think that's been the big challenge. And he's not a great
Swish.
shooter, so players who are used to handling the ball and don't shoot particularly well, now all of a sudden it's a really big adjustment trying to figure out that new position.
And here's Smith following Danny Granger's 3. 1:09 left now here in the second. Evans kicks to Smith. Clock at 6.
Oh, wow.
The basket good off the assist from Evans.
Accidentally let up on defense right there.
Smith's got his first points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
He dishes it to Chandler.
That's not in.
Offline with his 3.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Evans kicks to Smith. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Smith's got his second basket of the night. Rose passes to Jordan.
What the heck just happened?
Back to Rose. Granger outside. Chandler outside.
Okay, can't find anybody
Right
that's
at the
open.
free throw line. That's good.
Swish.
Chandler's got 17 now.
And at the offensive
Great
end,
job.
he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Smith off a pick from Dang. Smith drives in. Back to Love. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
5 seconds left in the first half. Here's Dang. No good. And so we conclude the first half. Spurs lead by 15. Live from the FedEx Forum. And now.
Definitely own them 22 again. 22-22, but we only 10 for them. Wow.
Well, it's been
Granger
a one-sided affair
Chandler
so far
coming out
through the
this
first
game,
two
though.
quarters, but
Got
there's
30
plenty of time
points.
to mount a comeback.
Chandler playing very well. He has 17 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
On the floor for San Antonio, Derrick Rose is out there with Danny Granger. Then it's Oden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Chandler at the small forward position. Good on both.
As you might expect with any team that's as tough as Memphis is defensively at home, they were a real difficult team to deal
yeah, and I
with.
might also try
They
Westbrook also,
to score on
other than
time.
Damian Lillard.
Kicks it to Sessions. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Evans outside. The leaner inside. Drained for 2 points. Evans has got his 3rd basket of the night. Memphis very strong at home, as you said, Clark. Tied for the 4th best home record in the West.
Better be our ball.
You might guess it's a big part of why they were able to finish fifth in the Western Conference.
I was going to say, there was a tip. It was a horrible pass by Derrick Rose.
You look at the team, so good defensively, lockdown players at every position.
Oh, he made a 3. Holy crap.
You go to the home crowd, which could be really
He's got 11
loud.
points, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, and 4. Oh, yeah, that's not good stats, to be honest.
That home court advantage was because of that combination.
And Sessions kicks to Brown.
Just tip by us.
Dishes it to Sessions. And out of bounds is San Antonio gains possession.
Wasn't that blocking foul? He just stepped out.
Time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Danny Granger on top. Tyreek Evans is second.
And that tells you about those players' ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively.
Ooh, bad pass.
Because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of shooting percentage.
You also have to have an excellent outside shot. And
stop your fast break.
All of them do it. Small forward, you have to be reliable from the perimeter as well. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backcourt.
Terrible.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Memphis ended up 2 games back of the Spurs in the hunt for the Southwest Division title last season, but they played well against the division, going 10-6, but just came up a little short for the title.
Lets the 3 fly. And again, Memphis no good. San Antonio leading by 18. On the wing, Chandler fires from 18. And Greg Oden gets the whistle.
Yeah, it was a loose ball foul.
That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And so here's Memphis. Here's Sessions. He has 5. Brown with it. Now Chandler defending. Brown dishes to Evans. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Danny Granger. And such a tough division, the Southwest, as you were talking about, Clark. Memphis has yet to win a division title, as they often get beat out by one of the Texas teams, but they always are in the hunt.
And I don't think it'll be too long, Kevin, before they hoist up that first banner for winning the Southwest Division. I mean, the way this organization has put together this roster, they've made some shrewd moves to keep their flexibility. And you look at the Texas teams, particularly San Antonio and Dallas, starting to age. It's probably just a matter of time for the Grizzlies.
Oh, my God.
As the Grizzlies gain
Try to run that way on accident. And, you know, of course, Derrick Rose steals the ball from Mike, you know, from whoever had the ball at the time and
he's right
threw it
there
out of
among
bounds.
the league's most efficient shooters, ranking in the top 3 in field goal percentage.
And you pointed out that his blocks per game average, Steve, is the highest in the NBA. I mean, he's leading the league in that category. It's there in the low post where he's been most valuable to his team, in my opinion.
Love with the screen for Evans. He feeds it to Love. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Memphis no good.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad. Guys, with the way Kevin Love has added to his game every season, you know, both with his three-point shooting and slimming down to become more mobile, where does he go from here with this game? He's already a very complete player, but knowing him and how he works at it, he'll find something he can improve on.
Well, Clark, you mentioned how Kevin Love has slimmed down. I agree. He's really transformed his body since he came to the NBA, hasn't he, Steve?
Yeah, he has. He's much leaner now, does yoga and a lot of core strengthening exercises in the offseason. Still a beast on the board. He's got that leverage, that lower body strength in order to be able to root players out on that weak side of the glass.
I don't want to let the monkey, but you do yoga as well, don't you?
I do, and I'm leaner now and stronger than ever.
You've never looked better.
Thanks, Kev.
You've never looked better.
Appreciate that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Evans, rebounded by Oden. Spurs leading by 17. Chandler attacking. And he caused body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you had Matt Bonner taking Steven Jackson out to a Coldplay concert last season. One way to help guys get to know each other off the court, and it helps them on the court.
And Sessions kicks to Brown. Another shot, and it's blocked by
blocked.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Oden, a screen on Fareed. Granger with the ball. Now guarded by Fareed. He kicks it to Chandler. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Now we're up by 20.
Chandler's got 23.
17 points.
Back to Popovich and the
70%.
Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players and have them get to know one another.
That's right, Kevin. He likes to have his players have a sense of perspective about the world. He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the NBA.
My door.
Fact,
I don't really care, honestly.
He
Like,
had the
I don't care
players
if I added the
watching
video or not.
the presidential debates together.
On its way from Rose for 2. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Sessions up top. He's covered by Rose. He hits Brown with the drive. Gets it to go. Brown's got 9.
We gotta stay by 20.
Spurs leading by 17. And
of course
missing.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Brown fires. Puts up the baby hook. And Fareed with the nice bucket inside. Fareed's got his first 2 points.
Well, when he came out of college, the one thing you knew with Kenneth Fareed was he was going to give you a lot of hustle. Great rebounder at Morehead State, and he brought that.
The thing about his shot is, for some reason, he goes forward when he shoots. People usually go back when they shoot sometimes. I don't know.
Every possession.
Forward.
Well, that's just the kind of player he is. It's in his nature. He can't help but hustle after missed shots, and he's willing to battle for rebounds and loose balls with anybody. There's no backing down with Fareed.
Great job right there to body him up and affect the trajectory of that shot.
Yeah, that was definitely a forced miss, Clark. He couldn't get off the shot he wanted.
11 seconds left in the third. And Sessions kicks to Love. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
All right, one more quarter.
Double digits.
Probably gonna win this, but let's finish it out.
Spurs out in front. They lead by 18. And we'll have the NBA
like chewing ice.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor
Greg
is
Oden leads the fast break.
Go. They're scoring a lot of points in the fast break.
Kenneth Fareed is out there with Kevin Seraphin. Then it's Brown. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Sessions against Granger. And out of bounds as
nice
San Antonio gains possession. Here's what Memphis has lined up on their schedule. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here is Rose. Right side Rose.
Alright, you know what? It might hurt our stats and stuff, but we're going to win this most likely. And I just want to end this episode, so let's send him to the end of the game. We won 74-55, and you know, Derrick Rose gets player of the game. Even though I'd say that Wilson Chandler got it, but whatever. Anyways, let's go trade with Derrick Rose now. Screw him. It said something about milestones and stuff being lost, which kind of sucks, but let's see, manage roster. Let's tell me Damian Lillard. Wait, hold on. Hold up. I think we should get Russell Westbrook first because I'm not sure if we can get Damian Lillard or anybody back. So let's do Russell Westbrook. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Alright. Next episode, we're going to have Russell Westbrook and then maybe Damian Lillard. Who knows? We're going to be playing the Cavaliers, who actually have an okay record, and then New Orleans, and then OKC, and blah, 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 and so on. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys later.